So once again, Tyrese has made the news, crying for what just happened to him in family court, being ruled in for contempt because he did not pay his child support to his ex-wife, Samantha, the same one he was whining about a few years ago. Y'all remember? What do you want from me? Remember that? Him having a breakdown and basically,
I'm at $13,000 a month. What more do you want from me? Oh my God.
he's ordered to pay over $600,000 in legal fees, including over $200,000 in back child support. Y'all know the family court system isn't fair. He's trying to bring all this social justice stuff in, and what ended up happening is he actually went on IG Live before his court hearing and called out the judge, calling the judge racist and all this other foolishness because he was ordered to pay $10,000 back in August of last year to his ex-wife. If you've been in the court system, one thing you don't want to do is piss off the judge. Tyrese, you aren't going through anything different than anybody else is going through. So before we get into this whole issue, I'm gonna play this clip that Tyrese did when he went live on Instagram, where he was talking all this stuff that he wants to happen on Tuesday. And look what actually happened to him. But I'm not gonna hold you guys any longer. Let's go ahead and play the clip.
I got to be back in court about this divorce with Samantha on Tuesday. Why am I doing this? I want y'all to understand that there is a very big difference in somebody going into a court system as a black man and as a black father who wants nothing more than to maintain his relationship with his children. Whether the marriage or the relationship works out or not, that's between myself and the mother of my child or my ex-wife. But when you have a racist, an obvious, blatant racist sitting on the stand as a judge, that doesn't sit well with me. There are so many things that have happened with my case, fighting to have them to literally do what's according to the law. Nothing illegal should come in my way, and nothing illegal should go her way. Here are the things that we're going to be discussing. We have a motion for contempt. Samantha is in contempt of court. We're going to be discussing that. We also have a special master's motion for attorney's fees. Okay? We have a special master's motion for contempt. We also have a motion for attorney's fees. Okay? Trying to get to the bottom of attorney's fees. Now, I want to explain one little piece about the attorney's fees. Normally, when you're a higher income earner, in the family law, they will say, look, you make more money than your significant other, so financially, she should be allowed to have proper representation and have her legal fees to be paid for too. Here's the problem. I signed a prenuptial agreement, and the prenuptial agreement clearly in all four corners of the document, a total of about 60. We put our signatures on it. We agreed that if we want to argue and go back and forth about the validity of our prenuptial agreement, then we are 100% responsible for paying and covering our own legal fees. All of the black men who have dealt with the family law and the court systems forever, I told them very simply, I don't want nothing to be done in my favor because I'm an alpha, because I'm a father, because I'm a celebrity, because I'm a public figure. I don't want nothing to work in my favor for any of those factors. I just want things to be done according to the law. I have my lawyer named Tanya Mitchell Graham, who is incredible. It's a black woman who was literally disrespected by this judge. His full name, sitting on the bench, his name is Judge Kevin M. Farmer. M as in Mary. Judge Kevin M. Farmer. We attempted to get this man thrown off the bench. His case was presented to other judges. They read the transcripts. They seen how he handled himself, all of the racist, the fact that we wasn't able to properly present our case. And then He ends up calling my ex-wife a bitch. Yes, he did. He called Samantha a bitch. He said this in the private chambers of his office in front of a black woman named Tanya Mitchell Graham, who's my attorney, and he was referring to my ex-wife. Now listen, we ain't together no more. We have our share of issues, but I have never referred to the mother of my child as a bitch. I have never referred to the mother of my child or my ex-wife as a bitch. To hear this man, this white man, on the bench wearing a black robe, who is supposed to represent the law.
So y'all saw the clip. He effed around and found out. But how Tyrese messed up was that he called the judge out, who basically is ruling him in for contempt for not paying child support, calls the judge racist and says all of these other things. This is wrong. The family court's doing this. I'm calling on Benjamin Crump. I'm calling on Nation of Islam. Calling on all these social justice warriors and all these different people to come to your defense. When men are going through this stuff every day, I know I've been through it. A lot of you fellas have been through it. Family court, it doesn't matter how much money you got, man. So newsflash, Tyrese, he called out Judge Kevin Farmer. He's a racist. He did this. He called my wife a bitch in his private chambers in front of my attorney. The actual IG live that he went on was actually 40 minutes long. I just condensed it so you guys can get the gist of what's going on into a 4-minute clip. But one thing we know, once again, fellas, family court isn't fair. You're no different than any other man. Rich men, whether you're wealthy, whether you're poor, you're still going to get taken to the cleaners. And the fact that you said that I'm not going to pay her the $10,000 because this is unfair. She makes $115,000. Why does my child need $10,000 and all this stuff like that? Bro, what did you think was going to happen when you showed up to court? He could have had you arrested, but he didn't. He basically showed you who's boss. For those of you who don't know about family court judges, they have unlimited power within the judicial system. It's not like other judges. They have unlimited power. They can actually do whatever they want. They have unlimited authority. They can rule against certain things, even when it's against family court law. And it's hard to get a judge off the bench, which is what he was trying to do, calling on all these social justice warriors. Come on, man. You're in Georgia too. This man laughed at you in court. Who does this guy think he is? You're still gonna pay that money. You're still gonna pay that back child support because yes, he was paying $2,000, but it was ordered $10,000. So if you were ordered $10,000, how you just gonna pay $2,000 and think you're good? Bro, you got the money. They made that decision based upon that. I know it's not fair, fellas. I know how they do it firsthand, but you're a man just like the rest of us fathers. You're here for fathers and all this other stuff. Bro, do things the right way. And he had to pay $17,000 for a mediator, which was for the special masters, was basically to mediate about who's going to pay the attorney's fees and other miscellaneous BS. But bro, you got to come up out the pocket, man. We get it. She left you, which is what you said. She left you a few years ago. She took the child. So you felt like you don't owe her alimony. It's cool, man. I get it. You had a prenup. One thing I'm learning about prenups is that a prenup doesn't affect child support. You're going to pay child support regardless. So that's one thing. But in this case, he's saying his prenup, they're still arguing about all the rest of this stuff, attorney's fees. It makes you not even want to get married at all. Why would I get married if I have to go through all this stuff? And me and this woman are obviously not going to be on good terms. Obviously, she's going to try to roast me, especially if I moved on with some young woman and I'm showing off and I'm taking care of my older daughter. Women don't like that, man. Women are very petty. So if you got that much money, why get married? I could see having kids, but why get married? So he was explaining in the prenup he shouldn't have to pay legal fees. This is true. Everybody's entitled to counsel, good counsel. So if your wife can't pay for the counsel, you're gonna have to pay for it. But there is no cap. She can run it up to an unlimited amount. And the court systems know this. It's a racket, fellas. So Tyrese just needs to sit down somewhere, man. Pay your money, shut up, get your visitation in place, and keep it going. You can whine. This stuff isn't going to change. There's too many people eating and getting paid off of this. The only way is for you just not to get married or for you to have a watertight prenup. That's the only way, guys. This guy's losing his mind. He's been losing his mind for the past few years with all this stuff he's been going through. There's two sides to every story. I get it. But bro, you see guys, and he's one of the main ones that's in the public, always talking about it, always going live and saying all these things. Just imagine the ones who don't speak out on it. But bro, it's not a good idea here in the States. It's designed for you to lose it all and for this woman to be able to run amok and weaponize the system at the end of the day, unfortunately, and take your kids from you. What does he have to pay? $237,000 in back child support, $399,000 for Samantha's attorney's fees, who was his ex-wife, $17,000 for the special master, ordered to pay $10K a month last year, and has only been paying like $2,300 or something like that. And go ahead, man, before they really do something to you. These guys not coming to help you. They're not coming to pray with you. And you did this on a Saturday. You think the judge didn't see that video? Man, he's like, who are you? You have no power in this courtroom, bro. Your attorney has no power in the courtroom. I can say whatever I want to say in the chambers. You think that these attorneys and judges don't talk to each other? They have no power to unseat him from the bench or whatever you want to call it, man. Anyway, it's another classic example. You're not going to beat the courts, bro. Especially a judge that has unlimited power. I'm just saying. Let me know what you guys think, though. Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit me up on Linktree to book a one-on-one with yours truly. Purchase all my books, merch, t-shirts. Helps to support the channel. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Listen, with that being said, much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next video that's going to pop up on the screen below. And that's where I'm going to see you guys at. This is your favorite everything. This is Wisdom. I'm out of here. Peace.
Yeah. 50 Cent. 50. Part 2. Bring it back. Yeah. Can't forget Tony.